I challenged one of the best competitive Pokemon players of all time to a 2 out of 3 match. This is Aaron Zhang, also known as Cybertron. He is not only a Pokemon World Championship former semifinalist and a 2-time US national champion, he also is a competitive YouTuber with a specialty in using a wide variety of teams. I knew if I was going to beat him, I'd have to hit him with something that he'd never seen before, which meant I would need to use Pokemon that nobody else thought was good that actually were good. Luckily for me, I knew where to start. Orthworm. This Pokemon has a broken ability and a really good move in Shed Tail, but because its stats other than its defense are pretty bad, nobody's using it. I threw it on a team a little bit ago and I was really impressed. It's not that it was outright winning battles on its own, but the combination of Shed Tail and Earth Eater was so good that it felt like it was contributing every time I brought it. I trained my Orthworm fully in HP and special defense, but I gave it a nature that boosted its defense because I wanted a little bit of help to make it bulkier. But then I ran into a problem. Orthworm's attack stat is like really bad, so how was I going to get it to do damage? Well, I could actually make use of its defense stat offensively with a quirky little move called Body Press. Body Press uses the defense stat of the user instead of the attack stat when it's calculating damage. I rounded out Orthworm's moveset with Iron Defense because in this case boosting your defense is the same as boosting your attack, and Protect, and gave it the leftovers item to help it stay alive for longer. For the Terra type, I ended up going with Fairy. In hindsight, I think Fire might have been better, but there's so many Hydreigon around that I really like the idea of resisting Dark. Next, I needed a way to activate Earth Eater, and right now there's one ground type that clearly stands above the rest. Garchomp. Earthquake threatening my opponents while also healing Orthworm sounded like a really good combo. I gave Garchomp a Choice Band and Terra Ground to maximize its damage output, and trained it to be as fast and as strong as possible. I rounded out its moveset with Dragon Claw, Rock Slide, and Stomping Tantrum because there were going to be times that I didn't want to click Earthquake. I knew I wanted another Pokemon immune to ground, and I needed a way to put the speed of the battle in my favor, so I began looking at Flying-type Pokemon that learn the move Tailwind. Right now, the most popular Tailwind setter by a long shot is Murkrow because it has the ability Prankster, but remember who I'm playing against. My opponent probably has more experience playing against Murkrow than anyone else, so I wanted to look elsewhere. And then I saw Kilowattrel. It isn't a great Pokemon, but I thought it could be at least good here. It's a flying and electric type with pretty bad stats except for its speed. The thing is, its speed is really good, and it gets Tailwind. And its typing matches up super well with Garchomp. Flying not only makes it immune to ground, but it also threatens the bug and grass types that resist ground, and electric hits the flying types that are immune to ground for super effective damage. Its bulk is pretty bad, so I gave it a Focus Sash and instead trained it to be as fast and as strong as possible. I chose the moves Protect, Tailwind, Thunderbolt, and Air Slash because I think they're its most consistent options. And I gave it the ability Competitive to scare Intimidate users away from Garchomp. Because its bulk is so bad, I decided that the offensive Terra type of Electric was probably my best bet. At this point, I had half of my team finished, but I didn't feel like I had enough weird stuff to catch the master of all teams off guard. Although it was painful, I started to think. I have a Choice Band Garchomp who is great at spreading damage around, Tailwind, and a Pokemon that can give a free switch and a substitute. What can take advantage of all of this? And then it hit me. The least used starter Pokemon, Quaquaval. While Meowscarada and Skeledirge are both popular, powerful Pokemon, Quaquaval has been relegated to obscurity. No longer. I would show the world the strength of this dancing duck. Quaquaval has good typing both defensively and offensively. Plus, it has good stats. What really makes it great though is the combination of its signature move and its ability. I want to preface this by saying that Dragon Dance is one of the best moves in the game, because it raises the user's speed and attack by one stage. Quaquaval's signature move is an 80 base power attack that always raises its speed by one stage, and Quaquaval's hidden ability Moxie gives it an attack boost every time it picks up a KO. See where this is going? I trained Quaquaval to be as strong as possible, gave it enough speed to outspeed Meowscarada after one Aqua Step, and put the remaining points in its bulk to help it survive for longer. I gave it the Life Orb item to help it pick up KOs, and rounded out its moveset with Detect, Close Combat, and Brave Bird. I went with Terra Flying because it both powers up Brave Bird and makes Quaquaval immune to my own Garchomp's Earthquake, which might be important since Choice Band wasn't going to let me switch moves. Okay, 4 Pokemon down and a cohesive strategy is forming. I do feel like I'm relying a little bit too much on Garchomp to chip down my opponents for Quaquaval, so I start thinking about what other Pokemon could work instead. I settle on Sylveon, who's one of the best Pokemon at spreading damage in the game. Sylveon's ability Pixelate turns all normal type moves into fairy type moves, and it gives them a power boost as well. That makes normally underwhelming moves like Hyper Voice actually pretty threatening. Pixelate also makes Sylveon a great user of Terra Blast, since it's a strong fairy type before you Terastallize and whatever your Terra type is after. I didn't want to use choice specs because choice items in general are just pretty risky to use, but I did want my Sylveon to do damage. Then I remembered. Throat Spray. This item gives the user a +1 boost to their special attack, the same boost as choice specs, after the user connects with a sound-based move, like Hyper Voice. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. I trained Sylveon to outspeed Mousehold and Tailwind, maxed out its special attack, and put the remaining points in its bulk to help it survive for longer. I rounded out his moveset with Yawn and Protect, but I still had to pick a Terra type. I went with Fire, because Sylveon's main weakness is Steel types, and being able to totally turn the tables on them is a really big deal. One last Pokemon left. I felt like my core was solid, so I began looking at strong standalone Pokemon that were being overlooked. I decided to put my money where my mouth is and use Ceruledge. In my top 10 best new Pokemon video, I ranked Ceruledge higher than Armarouge, even though Armarouge is way more popular right now. I still think Ceruledge is super strong, and I decided to prove it in this exhibition match against one of the best players in the world. I maxed out Ceruledge's attack, gave it a little bit of speed for a reason that I forgot, and put the remaining points in its bulk to help keep it alive. I gave it the Clear Amulet in case Aaron brought Intimidate against me, and chose the moves Protect, Bitter Blade, Shadow Sneak, and Terra Blast. Initially, I was going to run Bulk Up, but after playing a couple practice games, I didn't really feel like Ceruledge needed it. And the combination of Terra Blast and Terra Grass is really nice to pick up surprise KOs against water, rock, and ground types who normally feel safe against Ceruledge. If you think this team sounds cool and you want to try it out for yourself, you can. Here's the rental code, so you can use it as much as you want. Now that you know how the team was intended to work, let me show you how the battles actually went. Okay, let's see the team. Gengar, Dragonite, Ceruledge, Hydreigon, Goldengo, and Murkrow. Okay, so this is likely Life Orb, Hydreigon, Eviolite, Murkrow, maybe Sash, maybe Covert Cloak, probably Specs Goldengo. It could be banned on the Dragonite. I want to lead off with Kilowattrel here. And then comes the hard part. I mean, Garchomp is super solid. I am a little worried about Goldengo. I actually kind of like Sylveon up front here, and then bringing this and this in the back, I think is okay. Try and use Sylveon early because it's good into a lot of the Pokemon that they could lead. I can just use Terra Blast early on to try and deal with the Goldengo potentially, which is nice. Yeah, I think that this is probably a pretty good plan. No Garchomp, no Earthworm. It's a little spooky, but I think that it can work. I don't expect Gengar to come here. I think this is probably Murkrow Goldengo or probably Murkrow Goldengo lead. I do need to watch out for Ceruledge, but the fact of the matter is that it is kind of nice that I have my Quick Quavel because that should be pretty good. Yeah. The only tough part is that versus a Murkrow lead with Kilowattrel, sometimes they'll go for Taunt turn 1 and not Tailwind, and sometimes they'll go for Tailwind. And if they taunt, then I would like to Thunderbolt, but if they Tailwind, I would like to Tailwind. And so it's hard because I don't know for sure what they want to go for. But we're jumping right into it now, which is cool. That's my commentary. It's cool to be jumping into it. Okay, Aaron also hasn't customized his trainer card, which is funny because you would think that the two of us are like the two most incentivized to do it, but that's fine. Oh my god! Okay, Murkrow Gengar lead. That's interesting. Shout out to my subs for helping me get the mons in game. I kind of just want to go for Thunderbolt here in all honesty, and I think I'm just gonna go for, let's see, I kind of want to Yawn here in all honesty. I think I'm just gonna go for Hyper Voice and Break a Sash. Tailwind might have been better here in hindsight. Tailwind may have been better here. I don't know if he expects me to just let him Sludge Bomb me. He does want to get damage on the Kilowattrel at some point. I think that Sylveon, it's okay if Sylveon is kind of just here to do some early damage, I think. I don't need it to, like I have, with the Pokemon I have in the back, they're both pretty strong on their own. So, Tailwind comes out. Not ideal, in all honesty. I'm going to get rid of Murkrow, but I'm going to give him a free switch. That was actually kind of dumb. Sludge Bomb comes out into Sylveon. It does a lot of damage. I get poisoned. Honestly, I wasn't living past next turn anyway. It's not ideal, but it's not the end of the world. I should have gone for Tailwind. I might be in some trouble now. Okay, actually, no. I think it's okay to just go after the Murkrow. I break a Sash on the Gengar. Yeah, it's not ideal. Throat Spray should activate here, which is good. I kind of think it's funny that I can't really see my Sylveon. That's actually kind of funny. I need to basically... I wonder if that's enough to... Actually, I have an idea here. If that Hyper Voice put the Gengar in Shadow Sneak range, I might be okay. I think it probably did. Gengar is not super bulky. I think there's a good chance that it did. Here, I'm basically just dead in the water, right? I kind of just have to sit here and hope that nothing bad happens this next turn, because they still have 3 turns of Tailwind left. Maybe I shouldn't have taken out Murkrow turn 1. That may have been a mistake. That definitely may have been a mistake. I think Hyper Voice Tailwind into Thunderbolt Tailwind would have been better, but I was just so... I feel like whenever I tested against this... Ooh, Sarah Ledge. Well, I certainly don't want to lose both Mons here, right? Maybe it has no effect. This is wrong. I think I'm going to call... This Gengar might have like Icy Wind or something, right? Go for a Yawn here. This is a little bit of a risky play because if it's bulk up, I'm gonna start having like a pretty bad time, I think. But I think that it would be really risky to go for a bulk up here in front of my boosted Sylveon, I think. Because I think if you're Aaron here, you really want damage down. Like maybe you want Icy Wind with Gengar, maybe you want... I don't know, I just feel like you really want damage here. Slow Watch will use this Protect. The question is Sarah Ledge setting up here? Gengar goes for Shadow Sneak. Okay. Interesting. Nice play. What's Gengar doing? Hypnosis. Uh-oh. Okay, Aaron, my boy. Let's not play this kind of game. Shall we? I have to go into Sarah Ledge here, and I have to go for Sneak, or I have to make a read here. Look at this team, because I could make a read. The thing is, the last Pokemon very likely may be Goldengo. The question is, do I want to Terrastalize here, or am I willing? I'm willing to take the Sneak, I think. I'm willing to take the Sneak, because I think I might... I'm worried that this Sarah Ledge is Terra Grass, and if it's Terra Grass, I need to use Quaquaval to Flying Move it, Brave Bird it. Now, this could also backfire if the Gengar Terrastalizes, I realize. I hope that doesn't happen. That would be bad. Maybe it's Terra Ghost Copium. We know it has... Okay, yeah, I thought the switch out was obvious, but like, the thing is, if the last Pokemon was Goldengo... Okay, it's Hydreigon. That makes sense. This isn't ideal. Yeah, they don't go for Sneak. They're probably setting up on me. Yeah, Bulk Up comes out. Okay. That's not ideal at all. And they haven't Terrastalized yet either, which is also bad. Let's see here. Shoot. Okay, let's check the status of everything. It's low HP Gengar in the back. I feel like I just want to Air Slash here, and maybe Protect is an option that I could go for. This is tricky. I need to get the 2-shot in the Hydreigon, basically. I'm just trying to get into a position where I can sweep with Quaquaval at the moment. So it has Bulk Up and it has Shadow Sneak. It has Bitter Blade for sure. They don't go for Protect here, which is good. Question is, are they attacking or are they bulking up again? I missed. That's a 5% chance. Okay. They Dark Pulse me. It's quite unfortunate. And they Bitter Blade. And now I'm in Sneak range. Oh, that's real bad. Oh, I'm super doomed. Okay, it's fine, Copium. Their Tailwind is gone. I have to Protect here and go for Shadow Sneak, I think. And just accept that my thing is going down. Yeah, the Air Slash miss there is kind of bad, but it might not have mattered in all honesty. I need this Gengar down because I'm really setting up for a quick Quaquaval sweep, and that's not looking super likely at the moment. I would say that's not looking like the most likely outcome. I think Sarah Ledge is a problem. But I have good information now, right? I actually have pretty good information. Oh, they didn't go for Shadow Sneak. Good damage. I guess they read me. Are they bulking up again? Oh, I'm in Tailwind. What am I saying? Of course I'm in Tailwind. Draco Meteor. Oh, that's gonna give us a chance. That's actually pretty bad, in all honesty. I really would have preferred to go down there. Okay, that's not ideal. How many turns have Tailwind do I have left? I have 1. Okay, I'm gonna go for Air Slash here and Protect. How about them apples? Okay, no switches. That's good. I really want this Hydreigon to be stuck on the field. Sneak me. Sneaky. Draco again. I don't think that I have enough gas in the tank here. I think gas in the tankers. I think that my Quavel is a little bit too frail is the problem. I mean, I need to get rid of Cerulege here, right? The question is this thing Terra Grass? And if it is Terra Grass, what am I supposed to do about it? I'm Terra Flying. I could just clear it here, but I'm 1 turn short. I think my best bet here is actually... That actually doesn't work either. I need Aaron to make a mistake, I think. I'm going to go for Aqua Step and Protect. Because if I Brave Bird here, even if I get the double, I think... Yeah, I'll go for the... I see a way to win this. I basically am going to read the Terra Grass here. And I'm going to try and get the double Protect. So even in a best case scenario, my odds of winning this are about 1 in 3. Because from Aaron's perspective, he may be afraid that I go for Aqua Step and then clear, and then they switch Hydreigon. Okay, let's see if this is Terra Grass. Actually, with that switch, I think I'm doomed regardless. Let's see if I got this right. I'm Terrestrializing first. That's no surprise. I'm going to blow my Terra Flying here, which is not ideal by any means. I think he wants to go for Terra Grass here, though. Let's see. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I just auto-lose. And I think I take too much recoil anyway. Okay. He's Terrestrializing as a grass, though. That's the big question. It is grass. If I get the double Protect, I have slim odds of winning this. With a double Protect, it's a 1 in 3 chance. I may possibly... Here it comes. Protect comes out. It fails. No! If I got it there. If I just hit it there, I would have been big chilling. No! I actually think I may have lost anyway because I could have Aqua Stepped here. I think I was doomed regardless. I got the read correct, but yeah, my odds were just bad. I guess I could have Shadow Snuck, but I think I still would have lost because I never got a speed boost up with my Quick Quavel. So the thing is now I get actually a fair bit of resources. Like I get the... Actually, if he misses Drake... Oh, he can just do Dark Pulse, actually, yeah. So yeah, there's the Moxie. Oh, it was actually pretty close. Like I wasn't going to win this, probably. But I was kind of close. I just took too much damage, and I didn't play the early game very well. But that's okay. I think that's all right. We're going to go for Aqua Step here because in the event where he goes for Sludge Bomb, it does less than I think, and he goes for Draco Meteor for some reason, then there's a chance that Quick Quavel could still clean this up. But it's not looking very likely, but that's why this is a 2 out of 3 set. Let's see how much this does. Okay, I don't win this. Yeah, okay. GG though, well played, well played. Okay, so now we know which 4 Pokemon he brought. I think that the early game was not in my favor, in all honesty. I think I probably did not, like, lead very well early on. But I have other options, right? That's not my only way. That's not my only path forward. Oh, I have an idea. Okay, is it a good idea though? It's not the best idea I've ever had. Okay, that's okay. So basically, what do we learn there? It's Terra Grass, Bulk Up, Shadow Sneak, Bitter Blade, Cerulege. We did not see if it had Protect or not. It didn't really have a reason to use it. Dark Pulse, Draco Meteor, Life Orb, Hydreigon. Probably Focus Sash Gengar. We saw Sludge Bomb, and we saw... Was that the only move we saw? Sludge Bomb? And Murkrow just used Tailwind and then died. So he didn't really bring that many Pokemon that outsped my Garchomp, right? That's one thing I can learn. I don't really agree with his speed there. I do probably need Garchomp here. I do need Quick Quavel. I'm not sure if I need Sylveon. I'm not sure if I need Ceruledge. I definitely need this thing for sure. I didn't bring either of these. That would mean no Sylveon. The problem is that if he leads with Goldengo, I'm in really bad shape if I do Garchomp lead. I'm gonna do this, I think. It's a little bit risky, I think, but it's Eviolite Murkrow as well. Yeah, I think that this is a... What? Oh, I thought that was Potion. I looked at Sylveon's item. I was like, why does my Sylveon have a Potion as an item? What am I doing? But actually, it's okay. Yeah. It's okay. If I can use Shed Tail here to get Quick Wave, like the thing is that his team is very offensive, which means the combination of like Thunderbolt plus Aqua Step would immediately put him on the back foot into like a Murkrow, for example. And if we get rid of, like, if we can get the substitute in on a Quick Wavel, or honestly even on Garchomp, I think that it could really work in our favor. We know it's Terra Grass on Ceruledge. We need to figure out what the type is on Hydreigon. Steel is common, but so is Fire, and Poison is something that I've used myself. So, yeah. Hard to say for sure. Sylveon, I agree with not bringing here in hindsight. Like if he's gonna lead with a Dragon plus Murkrow, then it's great, obviously. But given it's not likely given that I led Sylveon last game, I don't think this is gonna be Murkrow Hydreigon. I think if anything, it's gonna be Murkrow Goldengo. So we will have to see. Yeah. Okay, let's give this a shot. I love the helmet. It's so funny. Yeah, okay. It is Murkrow Goldengo. This is most likely Specs. I want a Tailwind here. The question is, do I want a Shed Tail? I'm going to go for... What's my Terra type? Fairy? Yeah, let's not use Terra Fairy here, I think. I am going to go for Shed Tail here, I think. I kind of wanted to protect, actually, because I forgot that this Murkrow can just taunt me. And if I get taunted, I'm kind of dead in the water, right? Oh, a taunt would be so bad here. I didn't really think about that. Nah, he's not going to do it. Okay, Tailwind. He didn't Terrastallize, which is great. Here comes Make It Rain. Focus Blast, and it misses! It's probably Specs. Oh, okay, that's quite lucky for your boy over here. Bye-bye. 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 That is so much. Okay, it's fine. Orthworm's gonna carry me. Trust. Friends, trust. Let's go into Quinton. Aaron should know better than that. I got no sympathy. Aaron is a VGC player. He knows about Focus Blast. Bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye. I'm sitting so pretty. Okay, now we're in a much better spot than last game. I can go for Thunderbolt and Aqua Step here. And that puts him in a very uncomfortable position, in all honesty. He's forced to use Focus Blast again. We've matched Tailwinds this time. Orthworm the carry, trust. Basically, if he lets me get an Aqua Step, the problem last game is that I didn't have an Aqua Step up, right? So because of that, it was just so difficult for me to actually get Quick Quavel like into position, because I wanted to use Brave Bird, I wanted to use Close Combat, but I also wanted to, you know, use Aqua Step to get the speed boost. But my plan was to use Orthworm here to do that. Now, obviously, the Focus Blast miss helps a lot, but yeah. See what this does. It didn't kill last game. It doesn't kill this game. Who moves next? Aqua Step comes out. Murkrow going down. This is what I was talking about in the team explanation. Murkrow going down there is huge because it means Quick Quavel is now +1 attack and +1 speed. Although if they have Dragonite, this might just still not be that in my favor, but yeah, they could still miss as well. Moxie activates. Lose some HP. I feel like he goes for Focus Blast and connects this time. So one thing, if you play like competitive Pokemon for long enough, you start to make certain inferences. You would never run Focus Blast on a set with Goldengo unless you were running an item that like you wouldn't run Protect, basically, like Choice Specs, Choice Scarf, or Choice Specs. Now we know it's not Choice Scarf, or Assault Vest is also worth noting. We know it's not Choice Specs here because it went for Focus Blast after it already attacked for the turn, so it's probably It's basically choice specs or assault vest here, and the more common of those is the choice spec. So it's very likely that this thing is choice specs, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Now, if Aaron has Dragonite in the back, then we might... Okay, he doesn't have Dragonite. I actually can do something a little bit mean here, where so I have a safe KO into Goldengo here. I also could go for Air Slash and Aqua Step into Ceruledge. The question, like, if I Thunderbolt and Aqua Step into Goldengo, I'm pretty much guaranteed to pick up a KO. The problem then is that Thunderbolt and Aqua Step into Goldengo feels really nice, but I think that Aaron he's on the back foot. I don't know if he has Protect. He has Bulk Up, Bitter Blade, and Shadow Sneak. I'm gonna take the safe. I don't want to. I'd much rather attack into the Ceruledge, but I'm gonna take the safe KO here, I think. Because I think that with the combination of... Okay, that's good. Doesn't do very much damage. Yeah. That should be enough thanks to the attack boost I got from Moxie. Here comes Aqua Step. Yeet! Basically here my thought process is if I attack into Ceruledge, there's a chance that it goes for Protect. And if it goes for Protect and I double into it, I've lost the advantage that I've worked so hard to acquire this game. Now, if I go for a double up into Goldengo, who I suspect is very unlikely to not have, like, it probably doesn't have Protect, I always get a KO here, right? Or at the very least, maybe Hydreigon switches in and takes almost all his health. So the question now is, who's going to Terastallize and who's going to Protect? I have Garchomp in the back, so I need to be thinking about that in the long run. I'm going to attack with my this thing here. I think it's actually okay to Detect here to try and scout out for something, because they don't really have that much they can set up with. Bulk Up isn't that threatening in this position. I'm trying to bait the Terra, basically, is what I'm trying to say. I suspect that this Ceruledge doesn't have Protect, but especially with Terra Grass, because a lot of them like Terra Blast, but I'm not sure I'm willing to, like, fully commit to that. So okay, here comes Terastallization. A big part of the competitive metagame right now, in my opinion, or at least it's going to be, is baiting out your opponent's Terra option and then countering it. So yeah, now that I know that where the Terastallize is, it's a lot less threatening. Like, it's going to change. Like, I'm not going to lock in Earthquake anymore. Now I'll lock into you know, Dragon Claw or something. There's no reason. I agree that there's no reason to go for anything else there. Slash, we'll see how much that does. Good Dark Pulse. Super good Dark Pulse. So does he go for Terra Blast or... Okay, he goes for Terra Blast. Now that is super important because now we know that this thing doesn't have Protect because it's shown all four of its moves. It's shown Bulk Up, Bitter Blade, Shadow Sneak, and now Terra Blast. So here, I'm actually gonna go for a... I can KO any Pokemon I want here, right? I could Protect as well. I'm gonna go for Tailwind to reveal that my last Pokemon is Garchomp, and I'm going to go for +2 close combat with Stab should definitely kill, but there's no reason to be greedy here. We know Hydreigon isn't Choice Scarf. I would prefer to not use Brave Bird here because, yeah, but it's fine. I think that, like, I'm not as familiar with my damage calcs this generation yet. I think the safer option is go for the Brave Bird. I hide my last move this way as well, actually. I might die to the recoil. I think I'll live with like 7 HP. No, probably 17 HP. I might even live with as much as like 26, right? So we get rid of Ceruledge, and making this a 1v2 basically seals it up since they can't Terastallize anymore. Did I say 26? I said 26, right? Oh, right. It's 10%, not 10. For a second, I thought I got the exact number right. Dark Pulse comes out. Close combat may have allowed me to survive this, but I didn't think it was super likely. Yeah, this does force me to reveal my last Pokemon, but I think that that's okay. Hydreigon is, as we know, Life Orb. And yeah, Orthworm comes back in as well. I didn't even need to Terastallize this fight, actually. God, I love Shiny Orthworm. It's so cool. Garchomp comes out. And that should pretty much seal it. I can go for Body Press and Dragon Claw here, and that will seal up the game. So we brought this back. Definitely a very fortunate turn one. I don't think that Orthworm was going to take a Specs Goldengo attack turn one, so that was definitely fortunate. The way that Aaron is playing this, I kind of suspect that he doesn't have Taunt on Murkrow. Because if he did, I think that the Taunt into... He went for Focus Blast, right? Well, imagine he has Taunt there. He can just Taunt and make it rain. It's not like I'm threatening anything. So that's like an inference that I'm going to make here. I don't know for sure whether or not he has Taunt. I'm going to assume that he does. I'm going to make the read that I think his set is probably Tailwind, Foul Play, Haze. And based on how he's playing this, I think there's a chance that the Murkrow's last move is Protect. It could be Quash, but I don't think that it's Taunt. Yeah. So really, at the end of the day, it looks like I think I was correct in assessing that my kind of win condition here is Quaquaval, right? I think that that's a fair and reasonable thing to assess. Orthworm won me a game. I don't know if it's gonna do it again. It was such a passive lead, and especially in front of a Murkrow. I definitely lead Kilowattrel because that's the thing that's matching his Murkrow, and it seems to be giving him some trouble to get through. Cerulege is really bad into Hydreigon. It's not good into his... It's not really good into anything, right? I think what I'm going to do is Sylveon again and do Quaquaval, and instead of Cerulege in the back, I'm going to bring Garchomp. And my plan will be to Terrastallize my Sylveon here, most likely, because I think that it's likely Goldengo lead again. Yeah. Yeah. We know that his Cerulege cannot protect itself, which is very important. I think even against a Gengar lead, it may be worth Terrastallizing Sylveon, in all honesty. I'm also very worried about Dragonite here, which is another reason why I brought Garchomp in the back over Arm Cerulege. Make sure things are recording properly. Yep, everything looks good. Hydreigon and Murkrow. Oh, hey. Oh, Lord. Okay, well, I got the lead correct. The only thing is, this thing could have, like, Terra, Steel, and Flash Cannon. Do I think that would KO me? And if it did, how bad shape would I be in? Like, it's Life Orb, it's Terra. Do I really want to cover for Terra, Steel, Flash Cannon? Most of them don't have Flash Cannon. It's a pretty unusual choice. I'm not going to cover for it. I'm going to go for Tailwind and Hyper Voice. And you know what? If it's Terra Steel and it Flash Cannons me and I die, which I don't think is likely. Oh, no! I almost Terra'd. No. Oh! That makes sense. That makes sense. But I'm actually okay baiting out the Terra early here because, again, my goal is to win with Garchomp and Quaquaval in the back. I go for Tailwind. This is most likely Heat Wave. It's going to do a ton of damage. It's both magic. No burn would be nice. No burn would be clutch. Oh, that's a really bad crit. That's a really, really unfortunate crit. No burn, though. Copium. I'm worried about... it's probably not Dragonite in the back anymore, right? Based on how this is going. Get the thing off. Okay. So I have a couple options here, right? Let me think about this. His back Pokemon are probably... Oh, they can kind of be anything, right? I'm going to Thunderbolt here and go for... I could Yawn, right? Like, Yawn kind of knocks him out of position. Okay, nice play. This is probably Haze in that case because he knows he's going down. Okay, no Haze. That's fine. I now am in a kind of weird spot where I'm suddenly incentivized to save my Kilowattrel here. I can go for flinches. The thing is that Cerulege not being able to protect itself and not being able to Terra, if it's in the back, I think could put him in a really tough position. It is Cerulege. Alrighty. In that case, I think what I'm going to do is, I know the Air Slash and Heat Wave play is super obvious, and it will KO both my Pokemon. However, if that happens, I can go into... I'm okay with it. If it happens, I'm okay with it. And I think I'm just going to go for damage here. I'm okay with losing both here, because I think that I can win with the Duck. I'm pretty sure. Because I can go for Rock Slide plus Aqua Step, and with Choice Band Rock Slide, I should definitely KO Hydreigon after another turn of Life Orb. Right? And then I have +1, and then they have to get through whatever, like their last Pokemon has to get through both Quaquaval and... Okay, no. Oh, big damage with a critical hit. Are we gonna get the flinch? Dark Pulse comes out, but it's not into Pokemon that you would expect. It's actually into Kilowatt Troll, whose name I forgot. Are they going for Bitter Blade or are they going for Bulk Up? Ow! Okay, that's fine. The problem is I can still lose on a on a Rock Slide miss. In which case, why do I even go for Rock Slide, right? Why not just Dragon Claw, right? I'm confident that Quinton here will pick up a KO with like, it doesn't need to go for Rock Slide, right? I could just Declaw. What's the disadvantage of Declaw? If it's Dragonite, it's better. If it's Gengar, it doesn't really matter. This is definitely Aqua Step, and then we both have Tailwind up. I haven't forgotten anything, right? Last turn is Tailwind, which is fine. Rock Slide is way... So, okay. Versus Gengar, it doesn't really matter. This is why I wanted to bait the Terra early. Versus Goldango, I guess Dragon Claw is slightly better. I'm going to do this. I don't want to miss. I don't want to lose on Rock Slide miss. We know that, and this is where scouting for information earlier played a huge role. I know that that Ceruledge is totally vulnerable here, right? And I also know, frankly, nothing in the back really wants to take my Aqua Step, right? And I guess if it's Dragonite and Ceruledge goes into Dragonite, then this is best, right? Yeah, this is certainly best in that case. Protect from Hydreigon. Oh, no, never mind. I got confused. For a second, I was like, oh, I'm not going to get the Aqua Step boost, but I should get it here. This Hydreigon is also on borrowed time in the sense that, nice KO here. Big KO thanks to the Life Orb. And now Quavel is +1 attack and +1 speed. That's going to make it very difficult, I think. Very, very difficult for Aaron to come back from this. Moxie takes up the attack boost here. And +1/+1, both Tailwinds are down. Hydreigon will go down to another turn of Life Orb. So it all comes down to this. Who is the last Pokemon? Is it Gengar? It's Gengar. Okay. So what I'm worried about here is if the Gengar has Icy Wind, I could lose on a double, right? That being said, I don't really have an option here. I am going to Terra because I don't think my Dragon typing is helping me at all here. I'm going to go for Dragon Claw because if it's Icy Wind Gengar and he gets the double protect, in that specific scenario, I'm suddenly kind of back against the wall. And I think becoming mono, like pure ground type, is kind of in my favor here. I'm going for Terra Ground. Terra Steel here would have won me the game, but I didn't, I don't have Terra Steel. Ground. So the question is, because this way I at least take less from Icy Wind, right? This is my thought process, or, I don't know, drink a Meteor. Let's see if he gets the double. I knew he was going for it. I could have attacked into the Gengar, but it just seemed like such a silly way to lose. Aqua Step comes out and picks up the Hydreigon, so this is going to be a tall order for this Gengar, but it's not... It's probably not likely, actually. Also, I'm very glad I locked into Dragon Claw and not Rock Slide it now, for sure. Hydreigon goes down. So it's Gengar against Quavel and against Garchomp. Again, this is a tough order. Another attack boost, another speed boost. Oh, I forgot about Hypnosis. Wait a second. It's Hypnosis. Hold on. Wait a second. Hold on. Wait, can I lose this? No, no? Question mark? Up. Sash, as we suspected. Thank you, Choice Band. Okay. Look, Quavel's out of the battle for a little bit. So it's up to Garchomp. Like, Hypnosis plus Sludge Bomb KOs Quavel plus Shadow Ball plus Shadow Ball could win, I think. It depends. He should realize that I'm Choice Banned. He probably realizes that I'm Choice Banned. There's the first turn to sleep. Quinton now has a 1 in 3 chance of waking up. Hypnosis comes out and connects. Hold on a second. It's not impossible. It's actually not impossible. Wait. Okay, that's 1 turn on both. So right now, the odds of both of them staying asleep are 2 in 3. It's like a 50% chance that... Let me actually target correctly because I don't know. I've had this weird thing happen with Tatsugiri. It's basically... The odds are in my favor that one of them will wake up. And the odds... I get the odds. Okay, it would have been a pretty ridiculous set of circumstances to get, yeah, the win here. I'm actually not even convinced Sludge Bomb would KO from there. I forgot how much it did game 1. All I remember is that I lived on 1. But yeah, that's that. So I definitely got pretty lucky game 2, but I think my game plan game 3 was super solid. I think my leads were super solid. But I mean, yeah, that's why Aaron's one of the best in the world. I mean, he has 70% chance of doing so much damage to my Earthworm that I probably just immediately lost, right? And so Even though I won the set, I think that it's important to realize that like that was very close to being a loss, like an 0-2 for me, but it ended up being a 2-1, which is why I never want to give up. But yeah, you should check out Aaron's channel. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.